160 houses.
The last but the most beautiful day of my hike has arrived, when we'll see the valley from a bird's eye view. However, for getting this done, we must climb one of the attainable peaks. By attainable mean what can be climbed even, without mountaineering equipment and special training.
You have always good.
Our way to the peak leads through some scenic villages with a small population. Which village consists of less than 60 households is considered small here. This village, for instance, consists of approx 25 households. During my trip across Asia, I saw many small villages, isolated from the world, where the way of life has changed almost nothing for thousands of years.
Morning.
By the beginning of the third millennium, the influence of the modern age reached these regions as well. For this reason, the local communities make a serious effort to keep the Hunza Valley clean, which means keeping it plastic-free. It may not be visible from this perspective, but the harmful inflow of modern consumer society, such as landfills, have their impacts felt here as well. The place where we are standing now is a peak far from the village of Gulmit. There you can clearly see the lower but closer peak, where there are ruins of an ancient fort, which we will also climb. The dramatic view of the valley and the mountains dominating it is the best from here, not least thanks to this exceptionally sunny weather. A tabid lake, the Hunza River that feeds it, are also clearly visible from here. The bridge that crosses it, however, is not visible, as the village of Gulmit is also in the cover of the other mentioned peak. We are standing now on the other peak. You can see the difference. There are the village, the bridge, and the Karakoram highway. The ruins of the fort are also here. However, the most interesting and exciting sight for me is the bird's eye view of the riverbed filled with alluvium, which we were walked on yesterday late afternoon. In summer, this is a paradise for paragliders, by the way. Now we slowly descend down, and there is the polo ground of village. And we're on the polo ground. This is the center of the village, and as I learned from my guide, Muji, it will look completely different tomorrow at this time. My original plan was to spend for days touring around the Gulmit region and then return to Aliabad, which would be tomorrow. But now I decided to stay one day more. But this day is not for hiking. The annual Hunza festival is being held today, and I'm lucky enough to be here right now. All the regions are represented at the Hunza festival, and preparations have already started days in advance. Like yesterday, today promises to be excellent. There is not a cloud in the sky. In the next episode, my documentary will present this diverse but culturally unique festival. Now, on the morning before the festival, I walk around the yard of my dear host's residence. At the same time, I thank Muji with this film for showing me this unique region of the world as my enthusiastic companion. See you next time